only one. I owe you an apology for being so angry the other day.
Ow!
Think of another one. For today comes before you the mighty and the wonderful Tirlock, King, and Ursa Wright.
Friends, family, Artemisians all, comes before you now the war ender, the cure of the brand, Prince Gabriel! Your beloved majesties, your dread highness, excellencies, what now are your chairs of Artemisia? Come there before you, braving the snow and the weather, Baron Sasha, Baron Magnus, and the mightiest Baron of Loch Salann. Rejoice!
Assembled nobles and beloved populace, the heart of your kingdom. May your heart beat forever.
Before you strive, the magnificent, the magical, the majestic, the mystical, Maraud, Baroness of Griffin's Lair.
You have the Majesty's leave to make yourself comfortable. Baroness Amber. Does it cut you a sit sometimes? When you do me a favor. All right. Hey, Nicolina. Hi. First off, I want to thank everyone for being very flexible.
Word of the day.
Word of the day. Word of the day. Roads are getting hairy, and we want to make sure everyone can get home safely. So we're going to try to get there, get you on the road.
Relatively.
That being said, did you have fun? I did too. I had a great day. I watched the fighting. Great fighting.
It was great to see Richard fighting. Chris was clean. Heavy fighting was awesome, and brutal. It was great to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess one more thing to address. Okay. Here's something I thought I would never have to say. And That is, you are not to touch anyone without their permission or consent.
Ever.
Ever. I hope I'm making myself unescapably clear in this matter. Do not, under any certain circumstances, touch anyone without their consent, openly and emphatically.
On certain remarks, if someone says, I don't like being talked that way, you stop the sentence. Are we crystal clear?
Yes, Your
Majesty. Thank you. Now then.
The Majesty's called for the steward of the event. Hey, how was your event today?
Our event was fantastic.
Do you have any final words for the populace?
Only if I may address the populace.
Please do.
Artemisians, one and all, and our guests from a neighboring kingdom. I don't see them now, but we had a guest. Love it when we have visitors. Real quick, because the weather's bad and we're trying to get out of here. This populace came together and made my job so easy. I did very little, and our people did so much. Thank you. Wow. Other than that, thank you all. I really could use some help cleaning up, though. I'm ready to do it, but I'd rather not, all by myself. So let's hurry, let's get it done, let's get out of here safely, but let's leave the place at least as clean as we found it. Well, thank you all.
Have anything to say today?
So, had an awesome day. Got to watch you all fight in the cold. So, far better than I, because I would not have done that. So I'm a bit of a wuss, as we all know. Absolutely loved the Bardic. I got to see the last half. I didn't get to see the first half, so I apologize. But it was awesome to see. And all of the A&S competition in the back corner was absolutely amazing to walk through. And thank you all for coming out, participating. Of course, in the weather, but that's been said before. So thank you for coming out and just being Artemisians and having fun and showing everyone what we do great. Thank you.
Do their excellencies of Loch Salann have any business?
Here in the reopens the court of Raven and Saja, Baron and Baroness of Loch Salann.
Hey.
Everybody was bored today, right? Oh, sorry.
Whoever knew that adults like the color too, you're awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Been keeping occupied for at least an hour. Oh, we're good. The fighting was spectacular. The day itself, and all of the faces of people that I haven't seen in a minute, or who I have seen in a minute, and I got to see again. It was great. The Bardic was everything that I hoped it would be. So thank you for that. Arts and Sciences went very, very well. I could not have asked for a better Defenders event. Really, I couldn't. So well done. Let's start with Yeah, sure. Will all of our defenders join us? All of you that are here. Not champions. You're still cool. The defenders. Do we have any of our defenders here? You're here. Super. Our past stepping down defenders.
I was previous.
Yeah, I was a defender once too. But that's not what we're talking about this time. Yeah. So we want to thank you for your efforts as so you've done a great job.
watching as things grow and new people get a chance to do good things. And we really appreciate it. I owe you guys all an Aquila. We'll get that to you. But I think so much for taking care of this. No, we don't think that. Okay, cool. This is really, really, really special. Thank you for your effort. Okay. Okay. We're done. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. You're good. Run, fly, be free. Frolic.
Hello, ladies, shrimp face.
All right, so now what we will do is we will call the people who are our defenders now. Start with.
Their Excellencies call before them Her Excellency Mahmoud Al-Taiba.
And
Sir Magnus.
Sir Magnus. Thank you. You remember. So first of all, thank you very much for the fights today. You tested our populace well, and they did a fantastic job of meeting that challenge, and that we feel very, very good about granting you the title of Defender of Loch Salann. We feel that we will be in good hands. This is the circlet that is worn by the Lady Shrimp Page, or Lord Shrimp Page. That's worn by our Shrimp Page. The purpose of the Shrimp Page is the inspiration that goes behind the show of force that is done on the field. This is an ancient and honorable symbol that has been with us for a very, very long time. And as such, look lovely. Thank you.
Be it known that when the time arose to lure the great brine shrimp to leave its lair, none was found more pleasantly pulchritudinous to the prawnish predilection than Her Excellency Ramu, who valorously volunteered to inveigle the vile vermin into vacating that villainous vault. Once tempted from its soliferous stronghold, the great shrimp soon succumbed to Salannian steel, and the dauntless defenders drove it away into exile for one more year. For this deed we named them Shrimp Bait, and charged them with the duties and honors pertaining to this ancient title, done this 2nd day of March, Anno Societatis 58, being 2024, by the Gregorian reckoning. Raven, Baron, Sasha, Baroness, calligraphy and illumination by Jonathan Carden. Be it known that when the arthropodic abomination known as the great brine shrimp slunk from the salty sea and threatened to devour the barony we call home, that Sir Magnus arose to meet that dastardly decapod, and in a whirl of anti-crustacean courage fought sword against mandible, shield against maxilliped, until they at last vanquished the foul beast, forcing it back into the brackish depths with its tail between its many legs. In thanks for this deed, we name them Defender of Barony of Loch Salann, and entitle them to all honors and duties pertaining thereunto. Done this second day of March, Anno Societatis 58, being 2024, by the Gregorian reckoning. Raven, Baron, Saja, Baroness, calligraphy and illumination by Jonathan Carden.
Pretty sure they go like this. Pretty cool, right? Can you see it at the cheap seats? There we go. It's more beautiful. Oh, yeah. We'll see next year. And sometime in tomorrow. Thank you. Can we have some cheers for our defender?
3 cheers for our newest defender in shrimp bait. Viva!
Viva!
Viva! Viva! Viva!
All right. Let's call it.
Your Excellencies would call before them His Grace Timur Khan and Her Grace Tiana. They're outside shoveling.
We heard it. We heard it.
Steven is trying to.
We wanted to thank you. For service to the barony. Viva!
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 Your Excellencies would call before them Dirk de Jager and Elaine Chisholm.
You're in trouble. Have a good day. It looks like a good day to see you. I mean, I thought it was a good thing. It worked out, right? Yeah, good job. There's some things and some other things. Some things happen, some other things happen, and boom, and then here you are. So, we'll start.
Shout for joy and sing praises. Be it known throughout the barony of Loch Salann that Raven and Saja named Dirk de Jager the conqueror of the great brine shrimp, our mighty baronial rapier champion. With blade in hand and inspired by their brine shrimp bait, They triumphed over the aquatic menace, displaying unparalleled skill and valor. Let the bards weave tales of their glory, echoing through the annals for our noble history. Hail to the champion! Done by our hand on this second day of March, Annus Societatis 58 in the year 2024, Raven Baron, Saja Baroness, calligraphy and illumination by Amanda Dispenser. Be it known to all, the great Barony of Loch Salann is safe for another year. We, Raven and Saja, honor Elaine Chisholm, the valiant inspiration of our rapier champion. We bestow upon them the title of brine shrimp bait. Your clever luring of the demon decapod ensures the safety of our barony. In recognition of courage and devotion, this scroll etches your name in the tapestry of our barony's history. Done this second day of March, Annus Societatis 58, being 2024 in the Common Era, Raven Baron, Saja Baroness, calligraphy and illumination by Amanda Dispenser.
Way cool. You want them? Okay.
3 cheers for a rapier defender and shrimp bait. Viva!
Viva!
Viva! Viva! Viva!
All right.
3 more cheers. Viva!
Viva!
Viva! Viva!
Viva! Their Excellencies call before them Anna de Brabant.
There were some arts and sciences today, and you did a great job. Maybe the scores I haven't done.
Know all that by virtue of extraordinary and wondrous achievements in arts and sciences competition, Mistress Anna is proclaimed the Loch Salann Baronial Champion of the Arts and Sciences. Done the second day of March, Annus Societatis 58, being 2024 Gregorian, Raven Baron, Saja Baroness, calligraphy by Mistress Casimira, illumination by Her Excellency Germain Jean-Bert Lonsant.
So, also, as champion, we also need to have our defender as well. And so we have chosen you as defender of Loch Salann in the arts and sciences.
May all know that Mistress Anna, with great skill and honor, has this day conquered the great brine shrimp and won the title of Arts and Sciences Defender of the Barony of Loch Salann. They are to be known as a conqueror of the great brine shrimp and are entitled to the honors and duties as such. Done this second day of March, Annus Societatis 58, being 2024 in the Common Era, Raven Baron, Saja Baroness.
Nobody told me who did this one.
So it's Timmer? I got it. For that.
I mean, I wrote on it. Oh, sorry. And there's a clue.
And I do not know.
I don't think any of us has ever.
Lady Rebecca made.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. All right, so can we have some shout out?
3 cheers! Viva!
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 Viva! Viva! Your Excellencies would call before them Her Excellency's champions, the Baroness's champions.
Yeah, found one,
Found one.
found the other.
Her Excellency would call before her Arabella de Rebel. Three cheers for the Baroness's rapier champion. Viva! 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 Your Excellencies would have appear before them Lord Finn.
Hi. Some amazing thing. I know, we're kind of family. I don't enjoy it. But after all the recognition, all of the
Three cheers for the Baroness's heavy champion. Viva! 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 Herein closes the court of Raymond and Saja, Baron and Baroness of the mighty Barony of Loch Salann.
Their Excellencies of 1,000 eyes have any words?
Read the words of the heart of the kingdom. Okay, just real quick, top of my head. This outside in our inn, remember this morning? Okay. All his fault. All snow job indeed.
So, get home safe tonight. In 2 weeks, if you can come up to our neck of the woods,
Don't bring this with you.
yeah, we don't want him back.
It's not my fault.
We're bringing the nice weather in, so.
Don't bring it.
I believe I heard very well, a wise person this one who said, I believe a wise person this one who said, bring in the bag.
It's not my fault.
Sorry.
We have free time today.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 2 weeks is something else.
Now who's messing up here? We had a great time today, you guys. Thank you so much. Again, couple of weeks we got a little event going on champion. Please, I'm looking for a new regular champion. Got new shoes to go. We're going amazing. So it's like what's the one like to take over my champion? Bring it on, guys. Look. Yes, that's what tradition, you know. So I'm trying to do something about, you know, our goal is trying to come take our champion. So don't let that happen. So, but we do have our champions open up to the kingdom. So both heavy and light and defending and right?
And yes. Yep.
So please come join us. We hope to see you there, but please be safe tonight, okay? And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you for great.
His Excellency, Princess Blair.
Pray the words of mighty Arad, Baroness of Griffin's Lair.
I have two announcements. Nicholas. Please.
Goodbye. Keep it short and sweet. For those of you who remember Sven the Templar, or have heard tale of his great deeds, this upcoming Friday, on the 8th of March, there's going to be a celebration of life memorial service for him. If you would like to attend, it is going to be in Clearfield City, and my apologies for future technology. I'm going to tell you the address, and then I'm going to post it on the Facebook page later because you're not going to remember. But the multi-purpose room, 55 South State Street, 2nd floor, Clearfield. Hope to see you there.
And then just one small crass commercial announcement. Our next event is going to be Quest, which is happening in May. And if I'm right, I believe we have the camping version back.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, put that on your calendars. Come and see us. And everybody drive safe.
Their Majesties would like to remind the populace that there is crash space available. So please, if you are traveling far, and that word is a relative word, please don't. There are places to put you up overnight when it may be safer to go. We've already had one accident. Let's not have another. Two. Same day. So same day. I mean, guys, let's just be safe. This is. I obviously am pretty anxious about this now. If you are planning on heading home tonight, please heavily consider staying here in Salt Lake tonight. We will put you up. We have crash space available within the Barony. Please let us know if we need to host anyone, because I'd rather not worry about you guys while I get home. Okay.
We much rather understand that. One more night makes it a little bit more inconvenient for you. You have to go through what
John?
If I may, if anyone in the Barony has crash space available to anybody tonight, could you raise your hand? If you're looking for crash space tonight, find any one of us that has our hands raised, please. Thank you.
All right. Let's do this. Her Majesty is called before them. The Lady Isolde. Isolde Sears? No? Fine. Only been looking for you since November. It's fine. I mean, like, I've seen him. He doesn't look show up for me. Her Majesty is called before them. Lord Wolfram. Yeah. Yeah. We can do a little, like, cheer. Come on. Yeah, we love that. Hey. So,
You do great stuff.
you do great stuff.
You are. Welcome and joy.
And not only that, you're pretty talented once you.
Incredibly talented. If anyone thinks.
So if anyone wants to take a look at their excellency's colors of state over there, this guy made them. And they are really nice. She's not wearing it today, but Her Excellency Nicolina's coronet, I've seen it. It's gorgeous. You do a little bit purple to color. Most of the raping movies colors, you kind of do a little, is what we're saying. And you do it all over. So, and we're grateful for it because you make our kingdom look good. Yeah. So we get to do stuff about it.
Attend, good gentles, one and all. Hear these words of praise and commendation. We, Tyrlock King and Ursa Rex, have the great duty and privilege to recognize those whose skill and knowledge of the arts increases the beauty of our fair land. Wolfram Kumperschmidt has greatly added to the splendor of our realm. We are pleased to award us the Golden Maple Leaf, done before those assembled in 2014. And the scroll is by Sophia Gibbersaber.
Man, please keep doing this too. You make our kingdom look so good. We love to look good.
Thank you so much.
Hugs.
3 cheers for the newest member of the Golden Maple Leaf. Vivat!
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 Vivat! Vivat!
Yeah, Felton gets called into a court a lot.
And along this line, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
We really want
what do you guys think?
to. Well, that's what you do.
Yeah. Do me and Phil look good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
We've got pretty good throughout the day.
The whole
A
rate.
lot of people helping us. Always helped out.
But the guy who put it all together and has been keeping all of our projects afloat, intact, on time, is this guy. Woo! And yes, we all thank him for that because we love it when Ursa looks good. You know. It's not. That's why you're okay. The other thing is like, Hago sews all of his stuff. He sews all of his stuff. He's done a bunch for Arabella. He is a actually fantastic seamster who is very quiet about the fact that he does it.
Right. He's very underrated.
Undersea.
Yes. Yeah.
But you can't hide from me.
Doing such great things for people who can bring light upon what you do. Yeah, you're not gonna hide the lie. Sorry.
Yeah. Glorious art in elevating beauty to the highest form does ennoble all who come within its reach, both viewer and patron. But art does most benefit those who toil long hours in the pursuit of skill and expertise. Know that we, Tyrlock and Ursa, monarchs of Artemisia and first patrons of the arts and sciences, have been made aware and have with our own eyes seen the accomplishment of our subject, Tiara Quintaros Shintigo, inspired, also known as Hago, and recognized his fine talent as is meet for such a subject. We do enter him into the ranks of our Order of the Key Cross. The right of the title and responsibilities as pertaining to such an elevation throughout our reign and those of our successors. signed by our hand the 2nd day of March in the year of society being 2024 Gregorian. Tirlach Rex Ursa Rex. And the calligraphy is by Satake Nanane.
That's Spectre. That is your cat on here.
Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Not only for us, but for the entire kingdom.
3 cheers for the newest member of the Key Cross. Viva!
Viva! Viva!
The strength and stability of the kingdom lie in these virtues of its people: chivalry, creativity, and service. For if any of these are lacking, the kingdom fails. The servants of the crown support it by their efforts, and with their dedication preserve the kingdom from extinction. Let the members of the Order of the Pelican attend upon their majesties.
Chairs and pillows.
In addition, their majesties will call before the Duke Timur and Duchess Tiana, so they may bear witness.
So the camera is right here.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're done this. We were doing the math like 11 months ago.
Longest vigil ever.
At this time, we call forward. Gwen. You're reminded to make Gwen your rightful and noble order. Let her now be brought forth.
Their majesties will call before them Guinevere Nagai.
Your Majesties. Your Highness. Your Excellency. Good noble fathers. As a herald, I have brought a name for the crowd. This is normally where I would have a lot of flowery words. Lists of awards, all sorts of stuff to say. I have no minutes. All I can say is, at this time, it is my honor, my privilege, to bring before you, in this order, someone who I think is most deserving to join us, my lovely wife, Her Grace, Duchess Guinevere McKay.
Your Grace. It is our will, as it were the will of our forebears, to admit you into this noble and august order, to count yourself among the members, among your new siblings of the Order of the Pelican. At this time, you may release yourself from any previous fealty.
Duchess of Mayo, please present yourself.
You're very welcome. And at this time, I would say it's been a pleasure and appreciate of all the eyes and minds. Thank you.
Is there a medallion?
There is, Your Majesty. By my hand wrought upon polished amethyst in silver.
Okay. This will be passed among your new siblings, so that they may impart goodwill and great thoughts for you.
Their Majesties, members of the peerage would have words for Gwen.
We would hear them.
Is there a member who would speak for you on the, from the chivalry?
There is. Greetings, Your Majesties, and assembled here. Robert and David Spencer, request your permission to speak for your chivalry. Please. Guinevere McKay said all might mark her as a peer to members of the or the chivalry. As royal peer and as a prospective pelican, we assure your majesties she embodies the following virtues. She is asked to be not weary the course of events here by examples through very many of her various virtues in this area, but would rather recall them piece by piece.
And we ask that as we go through these, you think of examples that you have seen of these virtues for this lady, because they are numerous.
Prowess. For a pelican, the virtue of prowess, of course, is very easy to observe if you happen to be where she's working. That's often hard to find because she's found in every one of your banks. Within society, there are many that choose to serve, but when we were looking at the candidates to serve, not something she does, that's just simply something she already is.
The next virtue, of course, is courage. And courage is an attribute of the soul. It's someone who is willing to fight for what's right and for fight for other people. And there's no doubt that's something that you do.
Honesty and honor derive from the same Latin root word and go hand in hand when describing this most noble lady. No word of her word is bond, and everyone who has ever known her knows that dealing with her, that's always true.
Loyalty. The loyalty to the crown is evident in all that she does, whether she is serving as queen, as duchess, or as just someone who is there to speak and take comfort and give comfort to anyone who needs it.
Generosity is at the very heart of who she is. Her giving nature and that sincere concern for others and no thought for recognition for herself speaks volumes. The fact that she was surprised that her actions had even spread so far as to come to your majesty's attention shows this clearly.
Faith. Faith is a cornerstone for knighthood in the Middle Ages. Her stalwart belief in the worth of each individual, whether they had just this day found the current Middle Ages, or whether they're very high placed. She embodies all of this for everybody.
Courtesy, gentle politeness, thoughtfulness, respectfulness, being aware of everyone's ability and everyone's feelings are directly affected by anything you say. And someone in her already exalted position, that's doubly true. It's so easy to trip up to the point of grace and honor.
And the final, of course, is franchise. And her nobility and noble bearing are without question. Whether she is sitting on the throne, clearing a camp, or just sitting at the front table and talking to people and meeting their needs. This lady is a noble lady.
She's self-effacing. She is a very embodiment of all these virtues we mentioned. And it is therefore with the greatest pleasure that we, Robert and the Spencer, Knights of the Society for Creative Anachronisms, endorse and celebrate your decision to confer this upon the worthy the accolade of the Mistress of the Pelican. Thank you.
Master Coronado sent correspondence. Will you please read his words for the order of defense? Please.
Greetings, Your Majesties. I am Maestro Don Jose Ramirez de Coronado. My name is Coronado, member of the Order of Defense, and I hail from the Kingdom of the West. I send these words today as I cannot be here in person, so these words are about Her Grace, Guinevere McKay, on her day of elevation to the Order of the Pelican. Her Grace has served her kingdom for many years. She served as Queen twice, Deputy Submissions Herald, Head Lady in Waiting for multiple baronesses, multiple baronies, as well as royal ranks. She acts as a list mistress for some idiot's frozen butterfly tournament. And first organized the gallery for the sponsors at said tournament. She even helps members of society around the known world with their mundane job searches and resumes. A host of other things too numerous to mention. I met Duchess Gwen when she was queen a number of years ago. On a whim, my family and I traveled 1,000 miles to go to one of your baronial events. I told no one, save one of my brother masters of defense. I saw her when I was preparing for one of the rapier tournaments that was happening. I introduced myself, greeted her as any master of defense in Western White Scarf would greet a queen. She was most gracious, and later on, welcomed myself and my family into her camp. We spent the evening with her and her court herald, getting to know both and becoming fast friends. Needless to say, she represents the Kingdom of Artemisia with the utmost honor and respect. And thank you, Your Majesties, for recognizing Duchess Guinevere McKay, my friend and my peer, as a member of the Order of the Pelican, which she has most richly earned by her years of service to the Kingdom of Artemisia and the society as well. Sincerely, Don Jose Ramirez de Coronado, OOD, Baron to the Court of the West. And Your Majesties, finally, personal note. I'm a member of this order. I am a member of the Order of Defense. As it would be. That is a good shit.
Thank you. Dame Varia, you know Gwen well. Do you have words to share for the Order of the Laurel?
Apparently I'm gonna talk a lot today.
The first time I met Gwen was at a symposium where I was very, very busy. Someone I didn't know goes, "Oh, coffee. For God's sake, just give me some." Minutes later, who is it? It's just Connor. He's only going up from here. And she is that way with every person. Whether you have been king 29 times or 5 or Whether you have just started or it's your first event, she is a supporter of the arts. She's a supporter of every single person in society. She's a person who is one of the little mortise pieces that keeps all the bricks together, keeps them from falling apart. Like Connor, the biggest advantage in our kingdom. Because honestly, without you, I think many of us would be lesser people. Thank you for your patronage in the arts. Thank you for all the service you have given this kingdom. Thank you for all the
Mistress Modiana, you have traveled far to witness this celebration. Can you share your words as well?
With pleasure. Your Majesties, I have known this, my good cousins, I have known this wonderful gentle since she was a young college student. And remember her first event that she spent with us. From the very beginning of her SCA career, she was already doing service. She was helping with setup. She was helping with cleanup. She was behind the scenes working in the kitchen. She was, and later as she understood more about how the SCA worked, she started organizing, and her organizational skills have always been, as you know, very wonderful and so appreciated. She was always, when she was with our group, which was Lions March, she was always one of the people that kept it going. We've always been a very small group and depended on people who would stand up, and she stood up, and she's always stood up, and she is still standing up. It was very difficult to lose her, of course, you know, from our branch, from our kingdom, but I'm really just delighted that you're really pretty close to us, and that your peers and your populace have also appreciated and seen what a gem and what a wonder you have been in your own kingdom, and which makes the SCA greater and stronger because of you.
Baron Eowyn and Baroness Amanda, can you speak on behalf of the Order of the Pelican?
As I hear the many words being said to her, I can only attest that I have seen that also with my own eyes. She is the very definition of service. And I'd like to add that she is also the chaos tamer. No matter how much craziness is happening in our life, she could take our hands and say, sit down, write it down, let's make a list, we can make all of this happen, and she makes it seem effortless. So I can only recommend her as the highest possible recommendation you can offer.
Your Majesties, good gentle populace, this lady is to me the epitome of service. I could not speak of her service because she is service from her very, very core. I have a few things that I can speak to attest to this. That she is worthy, you can have no question at this point in time. So many voices have spoken that are so much better and stronger and more eloquent than mine. But I would like to add that I have been in many committees, and the words are often spoken. Do you think Gwen might have time to work on this? Because you know, without question, that if Gwen is on it, you can sleep easy that night. It's done. It is, and it's done better than you actually even imagined. And that can be hard to do because we've all got really good imaginations, just saying. Perhaps the most telling moment, though, was when I was Baroness. And that morning, a woman who had been my queen, to whom I had sworn fealty, by whose grace I had the privilege of guiding her barony of Loch Salann, for whom, had she said, surrender to me your coronet, I would have done so without question. That afternoon, kneeling in front of me, a newly appointed Lady of the Rose and Countess, was a woman who asked the privilege to be on my retinue again. I cannot tell you how humbled I was at that moment and how much I wanted to be that cool someday. Your Majesties, I cannot speak for my order, but I certainly can speak for myself and for the witness that I can give. This woman belongs in this order.
Duke Loki, many have come before and shared their thoughts about Gwen. As a member of the royal peers, do you have anything to add?
Your Majesty. I had the singular pleasure of reigning twice with her grace. And I believe the term tamer of chaos is actually adequate to apply to this woman. As you may know, my mind is much like my cup at the end of a long night, full of promise but empty of itself. During our reign, many times I would say, you know what we should do? We should do something like this, but I don't know how we would do that. Her Grace would have a plan the next day for me. Not just a plan, a detailed plan, roadmaps of how we were going to progress and where we were going to go on each stage along whatever plan we had. Our very first reign together, the kingdom was in a state of crisis. And we met shortly after I won crown and discussed options on how to save the kingdom, fix the kingdom, whatever we could do. And we came up with a plan and we thought, this is an excellent plan. We'll do this in March. This was in October, of course. When we step up, this is the plan we'll implement. 1 month later, we were in a meeting with the crown and many illustrious guests from out of the kingdom. And His Majesty Lachlan at the time said, oh, well, Her Royal Highness has a plan. And I'm thinking, yeah, but it's not ready to go. And the next thing I know, she's handing out copies. She had bought copies of the plan we had, and I said, oh, I guess we'll implement it. And we did. Her actions saved groups in this kingdom. Her actions led to the creation of groups in this kingdom. Her actions led to the creation of awards in this kingdom. I would not dare say that a royal peer serves more than any member of the Order of the Pelican, but royal peers serve in a very particular capacity, and they serve the crown in a very particular way, because we have an understanding of what it means to sit in these chairs and to wear these crowns. But the service of a pelican goes well beyond that. As it is often said, they serve at their own harm. And this good noble lady has done so on many occasions. And I have not one more thing that I could say that has not already been said about her gift.
Thank you, Your Grace. Lastly, but most importantly, there are members of the populace who would share their wisdom.
Your Majesties, I am Lordship Dirk the Jaeger.
And I am Lady Elaine Chisholm. Before you now, Your Majesties, is a woman.
A woman? A warrior.
Not quite.
A Valkyrie.
There we go. One who is quite like the stone that we rest on when we're tired and stumble backwards.
One who provides a steady comfort and guidance without needing to be thanked or seen.
This amazing woman, while fighting her nerve damage that we have seen her fight through for quite a while, made me my first set of Viking garb. An underdress, an apron dress, and even a coat because she knows how cold it gets, and then she knows how cold I get.
This selfless person who has opened their home to many who need a place to rest from the storms of life.
These all might be more modern examples in our medieval ages, but it goes to show that all who know Gwen and that this woman is dedicated and selfless and serves in all aspects of her life and is an example of which I wish to be.
Time and time again, if something needs to be done, Gwen is ready to handle it. She has a plan, step by step, on how to make it work. She goes out of her way to make sure other members, parts of the dream, come together, because that's what makes the dream for her. How many other elevations have we seen go on without a hitch because of her?
This woman has accomplished many things on and off the throne that most of us can only dream of being able to accomplish. And it is for these reasons, and many hundred more, that we endorse this woman for the Order of the Pelican.
Thank you, Your Majesties.
Thank you.
Having consulted with the order, and having heard the words of all of these people, we will now induct you into the order of the Pelican. In recognition of your name.
Baroness Mistress Amanda, will you please bring forth the picture?
As is our custom, we are not washing away, but we are moving our people. That which is our.
Master Bacon.
Nope.
If you, no? You
Somebody found it.
Somebody found it. Grace Gwen, as a member of the Rose, you have carried this as well. And at this time, we would hear your oath upon Queen's grace.
And hearing these words, do we, Kirillov King,
And we, Ursa Rex,
know this to be true, and will defend you till this world ends, crowns fall from our heads. Or just stop us.
I dub thee once for courtesy. I dub thee twice for service. I dub thee Pelican of the Kingdom of Artemisia and the Society for Creative Anachronism.
Okay, be robed as befits for a state. Mrs. Bree.
Tatiana, come here. My lords and ladies, this mantle was made by Her Grace and I and embroidered with the loving hand of Baroness Tatiana. As befits her station. Oh my.
At the time we present you with the medallion that has been passed among those of the peerage.
Please stand.
Artemisia.
We now present. Their group of Majesties, Timur and Tiana, observed the Flaxen Valkyrie as she continuously served all those around her. First, as a shield maiden to the fighters of Antir, and then lending a hand in her new kingdom, helping behind the scenes with event after event, vigil after vigil, using her real-world skills in our dreams, making everything smoother, even floaty. The tiger and the bear, Tirlock and Ursa, crowns of Artemisia, elevate Guinevere Mackay as a pelican for her unending work and recognize her with a patent of arms, to wit, her pale argent and purple, a wolf sable and a wolf argent combatant. On a base counterchange, a compass rose for pale argent and sable. Tirlock, king. Ursa, Rex. Scrolls by Dave Murray.
Great Griffin host, Kingdom of Artemisia, we now present to you your newest House King of Artemisia and the Society for Creative Anachronism. Vivat! 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 Vivat!
There being no further business, hearing closes the courts of their majesty. Long live the king!
Long live the king!